Actually, it was at the beginning of the semester. I just got back from winter break. So I just, finished visiting my family. I was just at my house with my mom, my little brother, my grandparents, and everybody. And I just got back to college in Atlanta. About 2 to 3 days after being back, I got that call from my mom, and she told me that her house burnt down. And at that moment, I was filled with so much just fear and dread about just so many things. I mean, first and foremost, I asked her, what happened? Are my grandparents okay? Because I knew my mom wasn't there, but my grandparents were there. We had, pets, some cats that were there. And so, I was asking her, like, at least are people okay? And so, by the grace of God and thank God, she said everybody's okay. Nobody was hurt in the fire or anything like that. But there were serious damages to the house and a lot of stuff was lost. And at that moment, I realized just how much, stuff I have at that house, how many memories, how many photographs, how many, old drawings of my, from when I was younger. It's just so many sentimental items that I had just lost in the blink of an eye. And that I felt a huge loss for quite a while, but I realized that it was so I was so grateful, really, that my family was better off, and the materialistic things that I lost paled in comparison to the fact that I still had my family with me for more days to come. And so I was really appreciative of that, and that really got me through the loss of all the materialistic things that we lost during that time frame. And yeah, when my mother told me how the fire had happened, I was both shocked and not really shocked. Shocked because who could expect, a thing to ever happen? But at the same time, I know my grandparents, and they are chain smokers to the fullest. And this is like cigarette smoking, like constantly, pack after pack. And so apparently what had happened was they were, doing their normal smoking. My grandma, who's in her bed smoking, watching TV, fell asleep, and her cigarette fell into her trash can, which had a bunch of flammable stuff. And to make matters worse, my grandma is an avid hoarder of newspapers, and so newspapers were littered around all over the house, or especially her room. And so once the blaze caught on fire in her trash can, it was able to quickly spread across her room and even further into the house. And it was just shocking how such a small flame could erupt into such just mass destruction, taking away with it countless memories and sentimental items. And thankfully, not my grandparents themselves, but it was just astonishing at, how fast something like that could happen. And one would think that something like that would be huge motivation to stop smoking. But unfortunately, my grandparents still, to this day, are still smoking even after the house fire, which just really goes to show how strong, of an addiction, how strong addiction is. And it really just, motivates me to stay away from that kind of stuff. And so there's just so many, lessons to learn from this. And it really could have just been all avoided if people were being healthy individuals. After my mom told me about the fire, one of the first questions I'd asked was, what can I do to help? What can I do to, assist with the recovery of all this? And she was like, well, actually, we're trying to take some flights to go help out, clean up, support our grandparents, find them somewhere to stay at, and just really come together as a family on this. And I fully supported that notion. And one of the things that I'm really proud of my mom is that she really is active about trying to bring the family together over hard times or during hard times. And so I took out a flight. I just got back from Minnesota. And so I had to fly right back out to Minnesota. And I came, and I mean, just when I saw the house, it was, mind-boggling, the state of it, honestly, just to see the destruction that came across it. But I could then turn to my grandparents and see them there and just be filled with so much gratitude. And, being able to go there and give them hugs and support them. And they were traumatized themselves from the experience. It was really hard for them. And so to be there and give them those, big hugs that you weren't promised. And, you really felt that when you are embracing them in your arms. And so just to be there and really have those moments where you really feel the love and bond and can still really appreciate, being able to hold your loved one, really meant a lot to me. And it was just a great time for my family to come together and support each other. And, although we're mourning the loss of a lot of our possessions, we we also took the moment to really appreciate, our togetherness of a family and how blessed we were and how, we have overcame so many hard times. And so it was a really bittersweet moment for my family, but something that I'll never forget and was really important to me.
It's probably good to do.
So how are you guys doing though?
We're hanging in there. It's not the best, but it's an apartment.
Sorry to hear that.
Pretty nice apartment, but I mean, it's brand new. It's basic.
Okay.
And they have little activities here and stuff like that. We haven't been to that many, but we've started going to a few.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you hadn't gone to any, but you said you had gone to some. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, they just have little get-togethers they have cards and bingos, and we haven't done those things yet, if ever, but but they have just talk sessions and...
Okay, that's what's up. I really like those.
I haven't figured out all the things they have, but we're still just catching up on a lot of medical and dental stuff and
right.
appointments and getting our medicines and stuff. Anyway, it was kind of I'm trying to get a new wheelchair, and so that's a lot of paperwork. And you gotta visit this one and that one. Yeah. Which wheelchair is best for you? And all these people.
Yeah,
whatever.
I know how I know nothing. How's Pop-Up though? How's Pop-Up doing?
He's doing really good. He's driving.
Okay, that's good.
Good. Of course, our car was repoed, so we got another car, but we even like it better. It's newer, but I don't know. It's like an electric hybrid.
Oh, nice.
You were promoting this, so
eco-friendly. That's what's up.
Yeah.